Stranger found his home. I dug up a glowing sweet potato and the bunnies are shocked. I just unlocked a new variety, XP, skills, and exclusive rights. The tower gives me exclusive rights. Nobody else can grow this crop. I'm the only one allowed to have and grow this sweet potato. Time to plant these new seeds and see what happens. I am too curious about the taste, so I've got to grow it fast. It's sweet potato season. Let's dig up a whole bunch. Look at this gigantic sweet potato harvest. Even the bunnies are amazed. The bunnies are hauling sweet potatoes around like tiny furry farmers. Check out the sky. Perfect weather for roasting some sweet potatoes. We're roasting these special sweet potatoes wrapped in leaves by the fire. They're done. Let's unwrap this and taste some hot, steamy sweet potato. The bunnies and I can't wait. Time for a bite. This potato splits open and it's golden and steamy inside. Whoa. This sweet potato is so good. Even the bunnies are going wild. The rabbits are loving the new sweet potatoes, munching away happily. Main character laughs and reminds the bunnies to eat slowly, don't choke. He thanks the tower's manager for waiting and letting the rabbits eat first. He offers the tower's manager 10 sweet potatoes, who's super grateful. The main character prepares for the next task, eyeing the fresh sweet potatoes. He asks Scythe Rabbit for help after their meal. Time for teamwork. Somewhere else, a big dragon is already enjoying the steaming sweet potato. The dragon digs in, savoring the exclusive sweet potatoes with delight. That dragon goes wide-mouthed, devouring even more sweet potatoes in one bite. What a pity, I've eaten them all. The dragon laments with an empty plate. Wondering if it's allowed, the dragon considers asking for more sweet potatoes. The dragon sees a vision of the main character preparing more sweet potatoes. The main character and Scythe Rabbit weave a mat and prep more potatoes. After drying them like this, we can turn them once or twice more. The main character offers Scythe Rabbit another sweet potato for their efforts. The Scythe Rabbit shows off its chopping skills with a perfect sweet potato slice, impressing everyone with its precision. The rabbit masterfully cuts the sweet potato into perfect even strips, showing off years of practice in every expert motion. Boom! Sweet potato pieces are flying everywhere, ready for the next step in Sejun's ambitious kitchen experiment. Sejun is amazed by the rabbit's flawless cuts and asks him to keep going, eager to see what happens next. Suddenly, Sejun gets a system alert. The tower manager is furious about the sweet potatoes being wasted so recklessly. Sejun quickly explains he's not wasting them. They're being dried for something super tasty that everyone will enjoy. With a sly grin, Sejun asks if anyone's ever heard of delicious dried sweet potatoes, hinting at a rare treat. Cut to a doorbell being pressed somewhere else. The mood shifts, signaling a new scene and hinting at a new mystery. A suited man stands outside a door, holding a mysterious package, and wonders who will answer on the other side. The man calls out, "Hello, is this Park Sejun's place?" as the door suddenly swings open wider than expected. The family inside is startled and rushes to the door, exclaiming in shock, "Big Brother Sejun?" One family member, clearly confused, hesitantly asks the suited visitor, "Who are you?" seeking answers. The guests are soon offered a simple plate of fruit and a cup of refreshing juice to welcome them. The woman apologizes for the humble food, her voice genuine, while the guest kindly says water is more than enough. The unexpected visit leaves everyone curious and anxious, as the real reason behind it all remains a tantalizing mystery. Sejun's family reveals he's missing. The tension in the room skyrockets. Kim Dongshik, Phoenix Guild's 5th team leader, introduces himself to the stunned parents. Settle freaks out, realizing the celebrity status of the legendary Phoenix Guild. Settle verifies Kim Dongshik's identity, marveling at the top-tier guild business card. The family is in awe as Kim's revealed to be an elite hunter. Everyone panics about the important guest, scrambling for their best food hospitality. Sejun's parents anxiously ask if Sejun is trapped in the tower. Kim Dongshik says he's just here to deliver a message from Sejun. The mysterious envelope from Sejun is placed on the table. Everyone is on edge. Sejun's family opens the envelope, emotional and anxious about his fate. Dad gets emotional, calling Sejun a brat and tearing up. Dad cries, blaming Sejun for making his parents worry so much. Kim Dongshik quickly explains, it's not a will, shocking the relieved parents. The family finds money in the envelope, way more than expected. Everyone's jaws drop. Kim explains Sejun wanted them to know he's safe and sends a generous gift. Sejun's family is celebrating, convinced he's smart and destined for greatness. But his mom worries about his safety. The team leader reassures her Sejun's fine in the quest, speaking with Settle, who wants to be friendly despite the formal setting. The team leader confirms Sejun is missing and asks Settle about the tower, hoping for more information. Settle explains 5 months without contact, no news, and the association found nothing so far about Sejun's whereabouts. Settle asks about aliases. The leader says some use fakes but promises to check the database for Sejun's name. Sejun's entry into the tower isn't recorded, leaving everyone puzzled about the timeline and how he got inside. The scene shifts. Did Sejun already climb up to the tower's 40th floor solo, defying all expectations? No hunter has reached the 40th floor so fast in 10 years. Sejun's progress is wild and unprecedented. The team leader wonders, are they witnessing the rise of a genius, legendary hunter right before their eyes? Settle asks if the guild helps develop unknown talent, hoping he could get a shot too from the association. Settle gets playfully scolded by their dad, complaining that he might be talented too and wants a similar chance. The team leader admits being a hunter is super dangerous. Only one per family is allowed for everyone's safety. The team leader stands to leave, but Sejun's mom insists on feeding guests first. Hospitality matters, even during tense times. The team leader politely declines. The tower work never ends, and his own family's waiting at home for him. The team leader heads to the parking lot, all business as he leaves, trying to stay focused despite the strange day. Alone in his car, the team leader finally relaxes. What a day it's been for him and his team. Suddenly his screen flashes, contract quest completed. Mission accomplished. Relief washes over the exhausted team leader. He smiles, mission finished, and plans to head out, finally ready for what's coming next in his life. His phone rings while driving. Hello? Dad? It's his daughter calling, bringing a smile to his tired face. Laughing, the team leader chats warmly with his daughter, promising something she'll love when he arrives home. He speeds home, teasing his daughter about the treat he brought. The day's tension starts to fade away. Meanwhile, a traveling cat complains, the 99th floor is way too far, NYA. The adventure isn't over yet. Look at this giant hole in the roof. It's the perfect greenhouse. We're starting off with carrot tops soaking in water to regrow them. Carefully picked up a carrot top. Time for the most epic planting ever. Nice. I just finished planting all the carrot tops in the ground. Here's the plan. Soak leftovers, wait for leaves, then plant in soil. Seeds come from flowers after roots are eaten. That's how we keep farming. This is honestly what I love about getting my hands dirty. Farming's awesome. The rabbit's supervising me and I'm like, alright, I got this. 2 furry bunny sidekicks on my shoulders. Best garden squad in the world. It dried up really well. Check out this tray of golden strips. Let's taste test one. If I survive, you need to try it too. No hesitation. Straight into the mouth, risking it all for science. Bro, this taste is insane. Crispy outside, sweet and moist inside. Bliss mode. The bunnies and I are losing our minds over these snacks. Dried sweet potato. Chewy, sweet, sun-dried perfection. We just found our new obsession. Our main guy is hyped to dry sweet potatoes and snack when bored. While munching, an alert asks if he's forgotten something important. Turns out the tower manager wants the sweet potatoes, like, now. He tells the tower manager to wait since he's got a better packaging plan. The tower manager really doesn't care, just wants the food ASAP. He finally presents a neat package of dried sweet potatoes. Dried sweet potato gift package completed. He announces, super proud. He brags about his packaging skills and why it's great for first-timers. You not gonna take it? The tower manager finally thanks him anyway. Our guy is bummed. He thought the cute package would blow them away. Cut to a dragon, blushing, clutching the sweet potato package and yelling about the cuteness. The dragon loses it, screaming, how can I eat something so cute? Dramatic pause with a shot to the sky, tension maxed out. Later, our hero sits with rabbits, confused why 40 potatoes disappeared so fast. Suddenly, Queen Bee buzzes by. He asks, Queen Bee, what's wrong? Sejun is surprised as the Queen Bee offers him something mysterious. Sejun receives a corn pollen bundle and his beekeeping skill increases. The cornfield looks super healthy. All his crops have grown so much. Sejun admits he hasn't checked on the plants, but they're thriving with flowers. Sejun realizes there's no honey in corn, so the bees are collecting pollen. He decides to taste the pollen bundle, figuring it's healthy for humans too. Sejun pops the pollen into his mouth and tries it. It's a bit bitter but mostly sweet, like candy. He's loving it. Sejun and the queen bee are swarmed by worker bees bringing him even more pollen. Sejun laughs, thanking the bees, but he says the pollen is too valuable to eat. Out of nowhere, Theo returns and shouts, Mr. Sejun, I'm back. Theo's adorable face shows he's happy but a little anxious. The queen bee looks seriously focused as she watches Theo. Theo admits he's scared of the queen bee, but Sejun reassures him it's all cool. The queen bee offers Theo some pollen, and he slowly trusts her, sniffing gratefully. Theo sneezes from pollen and grabs Sejun's only clean t-shirt. Sejun asks Theo if he finished all his assigned missions. Theo happily confirms he completed everything and even sold out, contract included. Sejun checks and finds the contract quest with his family is completed. Theo insists tower contracts are ironclad and plans to visit Sejun's family someday. Sejun reflects, relieved his family got his regards and the money. He laughs imagining his family's reaction if they knew he's a rabbit farming tower dweller. Sejun thinks Settle would tease him, but his dad would give flower growing tips. Sejun smiles, remembering his mom's huge meals and delicious kimchi stew. He fondly recalls sharing those family meals back at home. Staring at the sky, Sejun softly says, I miss my family. A rabbit taps Sejun's leg, catching his attention. Queen Bee, Theo, and all the rabbits gather in front of Sejun. Sejun declares, you're all my family right now, and praises Theo as his best employee. Theo shares his tower coins and items, excited to show off their remaining loot. Sejun celebrates earning 208.8 tower coins and praises Theo's business strategy. Theo excitedly reveals some brand new cooking pots as a bonus. Sejun is thrilled to see modern kitchenware again after so long. Sejun and his animal buddies admire the stack of bowls and new pots together. Sejun inspects the tower-made pot and notices the mysterious undisclosed manufacturer. Suddenly, Sejun spots a strange dagger lying on the ground. He's shocked. It's his first real weapon since coming to the tower. Sejun asks Theo where the dagger and new items came from. Theo explains his method. Curious about the lottery corner, Sejun considers using the dagger since he qualifies. Sejun wonders about the risks of using an unappraised item in the tower. The tower manager offers to appraise the dagger if Sejun gifts it to them. The tower manager sneakily wants Sejun's roasted sweet potatoes as part of the quest. Sejun catches the tower manager drooling over sweet potatoes and calls them out. Sejun decides it's too risky to use unknown items and gives the dagger for appraisal. The tower manager uses appraisal, confirming the dagger is safe to use. Quest complete. Sejun gains sweet potato fries in his newly appraised short dagger. The dagger is revealed to be Katniss's training short dagger, a specialized named weapon. Sejun is amazed. This weapon's name makes it precious, rare named equipment. Sejun realizes named equipment would be worth millions if sold outside the tower. He's in disbelief that Theo scored this jackpot at a cheap lottery corner. Sejun can't believe Theo pulled off such a genius move, rethinking his opinions. Sejun is stunned. Theo's got real, unexpected talent for finding treasure. Meanwhile, the scene changes to a beautiful, peaceful forest outside the farm. Something big and red moves through the bushes, shaking up the quiet woods. It's revealed to be a cute, chunky red bear cub, surprised and curious. Theo the cat is loving his churu, while Sejun preps his dagger. Sejun gets ready to show off some ninja-level dagger moves. Sejun slices through plants using his dagger with impressive skill. The ground is littered with perfectly cut leeks thanks to Sejun's slash. Sejun proudly asks if everyone saw his epic dagger skill. Theo asks Sejun if he liked the short dagger. Sejun praises Theo's choice. Theo insists on being called Sales Cat Theo and demands recognition. Theo lets Sejun off with a warning and advises him to be careful, NYA. Sejun realizes Theo isn't just cute, his paws are oddly powerful. Sejun compliments Theo's adorable paws while Theo is confused. Sejun asks Sales Cat Theo if he wants another churu tree for his service. Theo secretly relishes his power, thinking all humans bow to his paws. Theo declares his front paws are lucky golden paws and demands Sejun hurry. Sejun starts feeling suspicious about just how lucky Theo's paws are. Sejun lifts Theo up, thinking things have gotten a little too weird now. Theo gets lifted up, looking super cute and asking, NYA? As he tries to prolong his sales cat shift, Sejun tells Sales Cat Theo his 1 hour of sales cat time is over, but Theo begs to keep going. Theo, determined, shouts about using his special move to keep selling and dramatically reveals a bag full of seasonings. Sejun is shocked and asks if all these things are seasonings, while Theo proudly displays his rewards. Theo brags about his rewards, making Sejun excited about finally finding some salt for cooking. Sejun tastes the salt, curious to see if it's real, and is amazed by the salty flavor. Sejun's mind is blown. Yes, it's salty, and he looks absolutely amazed by this new discovery. Sejun marvels at the pepper's heat and all the tasty, exciting flavors he's been missing until now. Theo asks Sejun if he can be sales cat for 2 hours instead of just 1, pleading cutely. Sejun, having so much fun, declares Theo can actually be sales cat for a whopping 24 hours. Theo celebrates being sales cat Theo for a full 24 hours straight, feeling proud and enthusiastic. Smoke rises through a hole in the ceiling, drifting up toward the sunny, blue sky outside. Sejun spices up beautiful slices of salmon, preparing everything for an epic, hearty meal together. He gathers fresh vegetables and the seasoned fish, ready to cook something special for the both of them. Sejun happily puts the seasoned fish and veggies on sticks and gets ready to grill them over the fire. Sejun starts his morning, kneeling by a fire, ready to cook up something epic. The adorable rabbits emerge from their burrows, ready for today's breakfast show. Sejun greets his rabbit audience, inviting everyone to grab a seat for breakfast. Sejun hypes up breakfast, promising a meal that'll blow the rabbits' minds. Sejun thinks it's the perfect time to flex his cooking skills for everyone. Sejun unveils a massive breakfast feast of grilled fish skewers and veggies on the fire. Sejun tells the rabbits he cooked with salt and pepper, choose your flavor. Apparently, most white rabbits can't handle the pepper, but the black rabbit digs it. Sejun realizes Sales Cat Theo is really oversleeping, probably dreaming of churros. Sejun wakes up Theo, tempting him with a juicy grilled fish skewer for breakfast. For a split second, Sejun wonders salt or pepper. What will Theo pick? Theo goes full diva, furious about the fish, accusing Sejun of disrespecting divine cuisine. Theo lectures Sejun on the superiority of salt grilled fish, while showing off his taste. Theo purrs in satisfaction, cuddling up with a bowl, completely loving the fish as it should be. Two buff bodybuilders face off, reminding us breakfast is the true muscle builder here. Sejun and the rabbits are hard at work in the tomato field. Sejun skillfully cuts a bunch of ripe cherry tomatoes. Harvesting tomatoes also earns Sejun some sweet XP and skill points. Thanks to his B-rank dagger, Sejun's harvesting skills go up even faster. Sejun excitedly hands Sales Cat Theo some tomatoes as a reward for helping. Theo complains, wondering why a great sales cat has to do farm work. Sejun fires back, saying he's the chairman and he still works, surprising Theo. Sejun orders Theo to hurry up, explaining that chairman outranks Sales Cat. Theo is amazed. If being chairman is higher, he wants that role now. Theo dreams of becoming chairman and making Sejun do whatever he wants. With his bundle full, Theo tells Sejun he's heading out to complete errands. Sejun reminds Theo to buy needed supplies, and to treat himself at the lottery. Theo confidently promises Sejun he'll be back soon, super motivated. Theo heads out, and Sejun waves goodbye from the bottom of the cave. Sejun sighs, planning to finish the rest of the cherry tomatoes before break. Sejun gets way more XP than usual harvesting cherry tomatoes and is confused. They're magical, breaking down fat, boosting mana, and delicious. Sejun realizes all his cherry tomatoes have become D rank, making them far better than before and possibly improving every crop he's touched. Surrounded by rabbits, he wonders if being a D rank farmer made all crops D rank, wishing Theo hadn't left already. Sejun happily suggests everyone eat the super tomatoes together, missing Theo, while Theo himself leaves but feels weirdly disappointed for some reason. In a treasure-filled lair elsewhere, a dragon heads toward a glowing ice statue made by Kaiser Fortani from Special Ice. The statue is revealed as an elegant ice likeness of a black dragon, but suddenly the real black dragon shatters it, emerging powerfully. The dragon carefully places a fancy treat on the pedestal with a massive claw, deciding to keep it forever, preserved by powerful magic. Smiling fondly, the dragon proclaims he'll treasure the special gift forever since Sejun gave it to him, making it invaluable. Curious about Sejun's activities, the dragon grabs a crystal ball and activates Spy Mode, seeing Sejun relaxing with fluffy creatures. Laughing at the peaceful scene, Dragon Aileen considers scouting around Sejun for any danger but spots something alarming in the crystal ball. Back in the field, Sejun naps peacefully while rabbits pile on top, unaware of anything unusual approaching his resting place. Suddenly, a loud, "Wake up!" alarm jolts Sejun from his nap, catching him totally off guard and confusing him further. Still groggy, Sejun asks the tower manager what's so urgent, only to be warned this isn't the time to nap. Sejun sits up, feeling sleepy but intuition signals something is really off in the air, a sense of unease growing inside him. Looking up, he sees sunlight streaming in, and something ominous looming at the cavern's entrance, casting a giant shadow. Sejun leaps up in shock, spotting a potential monster with glowing red eyes staring him down from above. It turns out to be a giant bear peering down into the tomato field, and it's clearly not friendly. The bear slams a message onto the cave wall, "Go away," before smashing a boulder and shaking the entire cave. Realizing danger is imminent, Sejun panics and starts running, rabbits fleeing in every direction as the cave trembles. Sejun looks back and watches with disbelief as the huge red bear suddenly loses footing and starts falling right towards him. Acting on instinct, Sejun scrambles and manages to catch the bear in midair, an intense and surprising rescue. Heart-pounding, Sejun looks down at the creature he just caught, puzzling over whether it's a dog or something else entirely. Information suddenly appears. Sejun is holding a baby crimson giant bear, and despite everything, it's actually kind of cute. The baby bear blinks up at Sejun, still nestled in his arms, causing the tension in the cave to lessen slightly. Sejun hesitates, wondering if the bear is dangerous, but its playful movement and soft whimper lessen his fears for now. The rabbits poke their noses out from hiding and cautiously approach the baby bear, curiosity overcoming their initial terror. Slowly, Sejun lets the bear down, and it toddles towards the tomatoes, instantly attracted by their magical scent. The baby bear greedily gobbles a cherry tomato, delighting in the taste, before looking up at Sejun expectantly for more. Sejun, heart still racing, realizes things have just become much more complicated, and maybe a little cuter, on his magical farm. "I just found a baby crimson giant bear and I am shocked. Wait, is this the same type of monster from the Blue Moon?" The adult crimson giant bear was terrifying, but the babies are small and adorable. The baby bear looks at me, making cute noises. How is this real? The system wants to know why I caught the baby crimson giant bear. I have to send the bear out because its mother must be looking for it. Even if I release it, it seems too little to survive. Should I let the tiny bear go? Or wait for its mom? They say the mother will eat all the cave food if she shows up. I don't know if that's true. The baby seems harmless and is just making friends. The black bunny pats the baby bear, and they're both loving it. But suddenly, giant bees rush in like they own the place. The baby bear sees the bees and rushes to greet them. The bees turn aggressive, red-eyed and menacing, flying toward the baby bear. I step in. The baby bear hides behind me, scared and yelling for help. The main character reassures the aggressive bees that the baby bear isn't a threat. He comforts the crying baby crimson giant bear, blaming its approach for scaring the bees. Asking politely, the main character requests a favor from the queen bee herself. The queen bee responds by producing a glowing ball of honey. Smiling, the main character offers the honey to the hungry baby crimson giant bear. The bear loves the honey, confirming that it was attracted by the smell. The baby bear instantly finishes the honey and begs for more excitedly. Suddenly, a quest notification pops up, shocking the main character. The quest "Send away the baby crimson giant bear" or "Starve." Success grants 1 job skill. The tower manager is furious at the baby bear, leaving the main character confused. The manager claims the baby bear could be a threat to the tower's safety. He insists kicking out the bear was just an honest mistake. The main character holds the bear close, repeating the tower manager's honest mistake. He reflects on being told that entering the tower was a mistake too. The main character sits quietly, the animals keeping their distance, the decision looming. The queen bee and her squad appear, making the bunnies super nervous. A surprised dragon stares intensely into a mysterious glowing orb. The tower manager says to do whatever you want, no pressure at all. Sitting with the baby bear, the main character jokes about the manager's jealousy. He comforts the baby bear, telling it the scary thing is gone. The baby bear is so relaxed, it falls asleep in his hands. The main character smiles, letting the baby bear nap in the cave tonight. Sunlight streams in. He plans to send the bear back tomorrow. He lies down to sleep, totally exhausted from babysitting. The baby bear wakes up inside the cave, looking at tiny animal houses. The black bunny leaves its house, likely to check on things outside. The bunny suddenly looks shocked. Something's definitely wrong. The main character is woken up by loud, frantic bunny noises. He sits up, confused by the chaos, and notices the baby bear is missing. Alarmed by the bunny's panic, he rushes over, asking what's going on. I woke up, shocked to see the chaos around me. The food supply is trashed, sweet potatoes and carrots everywhere, totally ruined. The baby crimson giant bear is munching away like it's an eating contest. Realizing a third of the food is gone makes me panic. The rabbits are furious, and I'm stuck holding the chunky culprit. The bear grew massive in a day. Yesterday it was rabbit size. Oh yeah, the tower makes creatures grow even faster if they eat. Suddenly, a warning: the bear will devour all the food in the cave. Apparently, bear cubs here can eat their own weight, every single day. I apologize to the tower manager, finally realizing why he hates bear cubs. But the tower manager says just focus on sending the crimson giant bear away. The message repeats, getting rid of the bear is the only thing that matters. But how am I supposed to send a bear away, anyway? I gear up the baby bear by tying it up, mission style. With everyone watching, I get ready to move the bear and save our food. I gather everyone for the big moment. Are you guys ready? I shout, 1, 2, pull, and our plan kicks off. Bees and the baby bear hold tight as the risky climb begins. The rabbits and the black bunny use all their strength to help. I cheer on the bunny crew, nice. You're doing well. 1, 2. The baby crimson giant bear looks nervous dangling up the cliff. I comfort the bear with a sweet glob of golden honey. Smiling, I tell the baby bear, you should go to your mom now. I wave goodbye as the bear is pulled up and out. Farewell. The bear waves back at us, happy and holding his honey reward. I get a scream. Reward unlocked: seed gathering level 1. More seed. I congratulate the animal squad. Guys, you really did a great job. My stomach rumbles. Looks like all this teamwork made me hungry. I look at the bunnies and think, should we eat some cherry tomatoes? A few days later, the cherry tomatoes are ripe and ready to harvest. The whole rabbit team and I gather, ready for something new. It's tense. Suddenly, the baby bear pops up again, shouting, Kung, and waving. His giant mom appears too, making me feel real tiny real quick. With her massive size, the mother bear towers over us, casting a huge shadow across everyone. With a nervous grin, I mutter, shit. Definitely not what I expected. Our main guy freaks out. Why is the crimson giant bear mom here? He panics, thinking the giant bear came to eat him. The crimson giant bear mom roars, furious. He kidnapped her child. He's totally losing it, flashing back to his family in terror. He desperately pleads with the bear, I only eat tomatoes, I'm not tasty. Suddenly, a message appears. The tower manager says the bear isn't here to threaten him. The tower manager confirms, the bear just wants to feed her cub some honey. He questions everything. Did the bear really ask for honey for her cub? The crimson giant bear growls again, demanding the honeydew. The tower manager relays, the bear will protect the area if she gets honey. Our guy gets a little braver, about to approach the huge bear paw. The rabbits and the black bunny cheer him on, everyone's excited. Smiling confidently, he agrees to give the bear some honey. Tower manager says, hop on the crimson bear's paw now. He climbs onto the massive paw, grinning. Yes, this is totally happening. The crimson giant bear lifts me from the cave while the bunny watches. I spot my crops and thank them for growing strong in the cave. I'm finally getting out of this place and into the unknown. Let's go. I'm heading to the true world of this tower. First thing I do outside, wipe the dust from my face, fresh air. Everything's so bright and new, I can't help but shout, wow. The landscape outside is insanely huge, towering mountains everywhere. Standing beside the crimson bear, I'm shocked by this tower's massive world. Whoa, what's that mysterious beam in the distance right now? Wait a second. The tower manager says this spot is a waypoint. That crystal lets hunters move between floors, super important if you want out. I realize, if I use the waypoint, I can finally leave the first floor. But how on earth am I supposed to reach that waypoint crystal? Maybe I've got to walk through that wild mountain wilderness. This'll be tough. I look up to Crimson Giant Bear and ask, can you get me to that beam? The tower manager tells me the Crimson Giant Bear mom refuses my request. The bear says the waypoint isn't her territory, I must fight monsters. Dang, 3,000 monsters stand between me and that glowing waypoint. The bear clarifies her territory. Monsters don't usually come near her home. She warns leaving her territory means she can't really protect me. I realize venturing out puts me totally at monster risk. Thankfully, my squad's got my back. Black Rabbit even brings my bag. Bear Cub can't resist hugging Black Rabbit for being a hero. Black Rabbit gets squeezed so hard for bringing my bag. What a team. Bear Mom growls thanks, and I finally remember the honey treat. It's honey time. Let's make this bear family even happier. The Bear Cub's eyes light up when I pour honey into its paws. I even offer some honey to Bear Mom. Can't leave her out. Bear Mom says the honey's great, wants her cub to have more. Amazingly, Bear Mom noticed her cub grew tons just by being with me. The bear cub grew so fast from eating, they actually ran out of honey. The giant crimson bear needs sweet-smelling honey, and Queen Bee's honey is perfect. Sejun asks if the Crimson Bear has been starving and learns they eat a ton. The Crimson Bear mom reveals she's been searching for food for 3 days. Sejun takes action and calls for help from the Black Hunter Rabbit ally. Sejun announces he'll show everyone the true skills of Chef Sejun. Black Rabbit heroically catches fish by the river to help with the meal. Another rabbit gets busy chopping veggies, looking like a bunny master chef. Sejun cooks a fiery, delicious stew. This is about to be an epic meal. Chef Sejun tastes his creation, confidence level Gordon Ramsay in anime form. That's it, complete. Sejun beams, with both rabbits cheering on his stew. The stew is unveiled. Fish tomato carrot stew, looking gourmet even for a bear. The Crimson Bear and cub are drooling over the giant feast laid out. Sejun says the stew is nutritious, urges the bear mom to eat for her cub. Sejun is suddenly scooped up by the bear mid-meal. Plot twist, or bear hug incoming. Sejun gets a surprise bear hug from the Crimson Giant Bear mom. The Crimson Giant Bear thanks Park Sejun, but he can barely breathe. The Black Dragon reveals it's been keeping an eye on Sejun and the bear family. The tower manager promises to pass messages between the Crimson Bear and Sejun. The Black Dragon didn't expect things to turn out like this. Aileen Furtani, the Black Dragon, sees opportunities if Sejun expands his farming. Aileen Furtani flexes her genius and cackles about her smart plan. We arrive at the Wandering Merchant Inspection Bureau headquarters. The bureau receives a dossier on Theo, a promising new merchant. The Fox inspector notes there's not enough info about Theo or Scarum's skills. Suspicious, the inspector wonders how Theo made so many sales. A sheep assistant enters the office and addresses the inspector as Sir Zareth. The sheep reports stolen goods appearing on the black market after a burglary. Sir Zareth is unimpressed when he hears landlord Grid's name. Zareth wonders why the inspection bureau gets dragged into chasing shoplifters. Another dog inspector bursts in with news for Sir Zareth. The new report says a cat merchant named Theo reached the 75th floor. Zareth preps to leave, saying he'll check the stolen goods list later. Zareth dons a cloak, vowing to uncover the truth about merchant Theo. Zareth puts his honor as an inspector on the line to investigate Theo. Meanwhile, Theo enjoys delicious grilled food, looking super happy. The Crimson Giant Bear and her cub welcome me to their home. I ask the Giant Bear mom to bring me up for the day. She generously hands me some food for my work outside. I tell the Bear mom to snack while she's on patrol. Bear mom heads out, leaving the cub and me with the rabbits. The rabbits and I begin moving our things out of the cave. Outside, the soil is much worse than the underground dirt. I realize there are too many stones and the ground's too dry. Something surprises me while I talk to the rabbit. Baby Bear dashes across the field, turning up the dry soil. I cheer as Baby Bear makes picking out stones way easier. I reward Baby Bear with a treat, praising its hard work. I notice how fast Baby Bear is growing out here. I plant root crops in the barren soil, hoping for the best. Deciding root crops are best for now, cherry tomatoes will have to wait. The main character is confused as the baby Crimson Bear starts digging rapidly. The bear races toward him, looking excited and shouting Kung. Trying to stop the chaos, the main character yells they're not searching for treasure. The baby bear has eaten everything planted, leaving the main character frustrated with replanting. He sighs, realizing he needs to teach the bear how planting actually works. Somewhere else, on the 38th floor, a new scene sets up the action. A talking cat auctions off huge batches of magical cherry tomatoes to a crowd. The crowd bids wildly, desperate to secure tomatoes with their tower coins. One lucky bidder wins, and the crowd erupts in celebration over tomatoes. The cat merchant counts coins, wishing a pushover buyer would appear again. A tough-looking man named Kim Dongshik checks with Theo that past contracts are all clear. He asks Theo to inform Park Sejun that he's contacted his family and all is good. Dongshik explains he wanted something besides cherry tomatoes during this auction. Dongshik happily asks the cat merchant for a picture. His daughter is a big cat fan. The cat merchant demands a reward. Dongshik gives him red pepper powder, a precious treat. The cat merchant chomps a spicy tomato, stunning a nearby guy. With a wild scream, the cat is launched sky high, spicy juice bag flying. The cat yells about its burning tongue to the whole forest. At the guild, a deer clerk announces the cat's bundle upgrade is done. Cat merchant complains about his tongue still tingling but moves on proudly. He brags about fitting hundreds of cherry tomatoes after his upgrade. The cat dreams of becoming a merchant boss and making Sejun kneel. Cat decides to finish Sejun's errand but hums with excitement. Suddenly, delicious smells grab the cat's attention at a busy street stall. Cat eyes grilled food, planning to soothe his spicy tongue with a treat. The cat orders food from the fox vendor, price set at 1 tower coin. Trying his luck, cat merchant boldly asks for a discount with a grin. Cat merchant walks off victorious, munching food, happy about the discount. Suddenly, a blue hooded figure greets him with a big, "Hello, Mr. Theo." Theo recognizes the stranger as the pushover almost tricked by Scarum, laughs. Zareth introduces himself, revealing he's the one who ruined an operation. Theo, the cat merchant, asks Zareth what's going on, curious but cautious. Theo tries to leave, refusing Zareth's offer, saying he's too busy, NYA. Zareth asks Theo for a simple tea, but Theo refuses, claiming he can't drink hot things. Zareth tries to tempt Theo with an exclusive dessert, but Theo hates sweets too. Zareth wonders why Theo is so stubborn and prepares for a new approach. Zareth drops to his knees, dramatically begging for Theo's attention in public. Theo is shocked by Zareth's tantrum, while Zareth confesses his merchant struggles. Zareth praises Theo's intuition and kindness for saving him from Scarum's plot. Zareth begs to learn merchant skills, calling Theo amazing and cool. Theo is surprised to be called a great wandering merchant, looking flattered. Theo finally gives in and agrees to teach Zareth a little, making Zareth ecstatic. Zareth gloats inwardly, knowing desperate begging always works on someone. Theo, a bit embarrassed, urges Zareth to stand up, and Zareth agrees quickly. Zareth asks where Theo was headed. Theo says he's off to buy something in Smithy Alley. The blue-hooded fox wonders what's so special about the smithy. Theo the cat boasts about the shop, raising the fox's curiosity. They spot a smithy with a 50% off sale and head inside. Inside the cluttered shop, they enter looking for hidden treasures. The fox realizes this place sells items nobody can appraise or separate. The fox freaks out, questioning what merchant trick Theo will teach here. Theo acts mysterious, teasing the fox about his real plan. Meanwhile, the busy market shows a bear merchant selling cloth to customers. In another stall, a wolf negotiates fiercely with a sharp-eyed shopkeeper. The blue-hooded fox finds a beautiful item and gawks in amazement. The fox asks Theo about the legendary high-end items of the smithy. The smithy's owner explains most wares are unappraised and will be reforged if bought. Suddenly, Theo dramatically slams the counter and shouts, "Master!" Theo shows his true power, demanding a huge discount. The fox is absolutely stunned by Theo's aggressive bargaining style. The fox mentally screams, "This is Theo's merchant skill?" Theo the bold cat demands a discount from the shopkeeper, totally confident. Theo's friend can't believe he wants more discounts at a discount shop. Shocked, the friend watches as the shopkeeper actually gives Theo another discount. Theo immediately asks for an even bigger discount, acting totally shameless. The shopkeeper bargains back, but Theo keeps pushing for 13 coins, promising loyalty. Theo's haggling pays off as they score the ultimate 13 coin deal, both celebrating. Theo boasts, "Did you see that?" and gets praised for being cool by his friend. The friend laughs, admitting Theo's just being super stubborn about haggling. Curious, the friend asks what Theo even wants to buy with his hard-won discount. Excited, Theo digs through boxes and declares he's found the perfect item. Theo proudly announces he'll buy a weird-looking straw hat with his discount. The friend is stunned Theo would pick the hat. They can't believe he's serious. The friend argues, "It's just a straw hat, not a weapon, it's basically junk." The annoyed shopkeeper questions the friend, who quickly assures there's no problem. Theo calls his friend a nuisance while the friend sheepishly apologizes for the drama. The timid cat wonders why they have to apologize again. Theo grabs a straw hat, saying he likes it, no matter what. While Theo celebrates his purchase, his companion sulks nearby. Theo tells the gray cat he's leaving now, mission accomplished. Theo makes sure his merchant skills are passed on, wishing luck. Theo waves goodbye enthusiastically, leaving his friend speechless. The gray cat admits following further feels weird and decides to leave. Suddenly, the gray cat senses something strange and becomes alert. The gray cat spins around, startled by a sudden realization. Theo skips away singing, totally carefree while the gray cat sweats. The gray cat discovers a paper revealing the straw hat's importance. A close-up on the straw hat. Wait, was it actually special? There's no way. The gray cat struggles to believe it. Right. The gray cat desperately seeks reassurance about the hat. Elsewhere, seeds fall into a leaf bowl. Something mysterious is brewing. Sejun notices his carrot seedlings are growing way faster than expected, prompting him to consider new strategies for planting and harvesting. He decides to split planting locations, half in the cave, half outside, hoping to maximize yield and control growth rates. The rabbits are nervous, and carrot storage is reduced because of the baby bear. Sejun sees trembling rabbits and wonders if it's mealtime already. He chooses fish soup for the menu and assigns fish cleaning to Sickle Rabbit, while also noticing the mother rabbit isn't eating much. Sejun plans to bring cherry tomatoes to help the mother rabbit, so he skillfully harvests glowing, ripe cherry tomatoes for the meal. His harvesting skill upgrades, unlocking new effects at level 4, including the ability to make fruits optimal for picking and a slim chance to upgrade crops. Sejun gets excited thinking about eating tastier, higher-level cherry tomatoes, wondering if other skills will also unlock bonuses at level 4. The rabbits call for him, snapping Sejun out of his daydream and refocusing his attention on preparing food for everyone. He chops carrots with precision, preparing the finishing touch for the meal, determined to make everything nutritious and delicious. Sejun beams, announcing the food is ready with a smile and a garnish, bringing a joyful atmosphere to the meal. The clear fish soup for the pregnant rabbit is ready, served with cherry tomatoes and a touch of Sejun's care and creativity. The dish sparkles, refreshing fish soup, cherry tomatoes, and carrots, all thoughtfully prepared and presented beautifully for the rabbits. Sejun encourages the mother rabbit to eat for her health and reassures the father rabbit, promising nutritious meals to support their family. The rabbits gather and begin to eat, comforted by Sejun's efforts, feeling hopeful and grateful for his resourcefulness during this challenging time. As the meal ends, everyone is nourished and spirits are lifted, ready to face whatever challenges the next day will bring. Sejun tells the pregnant mother rabbit she'll meet her baby siblings soon. The giant baby bear appears, and Sejun welcomes him right on time. Sejun gathers the rabbits, instructing Card Rabbit and Sickle Rabbit to guard the crops. Sejun kneels down, tying a vine to a basket for their manual elevator. He secures the knot, making sure their lift is ready to go. Sejun calls out to the bear, signaling to pull up the elevator basket. The giant bear grabs the vine and starts pulling enthusiastically. With all his strength, the bear lifts Sejun and the supplies from the pit. Sejun waves to the rabbits, telling them he'll see them up top. Sejun narrates how they built a manual elevator with the bear mom's help. Each morning starts with the giant baby bear bringing Sejun up for breakfast. Sejun laughs, remembering he just needed a stone, but the bear went epic mode. He congratulates the bear for getting even stronger, joking about being in a hurry. Sejun wonders if the bear was just hungry, not excited to see him. Sejun offers the bear roasted sweet potatoes and jokes about the tower manager getting sulky. The adorable baby bear looks up with sparkling eyes, ready for food. The bear devours a treat, while Sejun warns, "Hey, eat slowly." The bear notices just one snack left and stares in surprise at the basket. Suddenly, the bear sprints away at top speed, leaving Sejun shocked. Sejun and a black rabbit watch as the bear digs determinedly into the ground. The bear proudly reveals the treat buried in the dirt, shouting "Kung." Sejun realizes the bear is planting the roasted potato to grow more of it. Sejun and the rabbits burst out laughing. Even the rabbits can't handle the cuteness. Laughing, Sejun promises the bear that next time he'll make more delicious food. Sejun wipes away tears, saying he hasn't laughed so much in years. Suddenly, a blue, fish-shaped monster bursts out of the ground, startling Sejun. Tons of blue fish head monsters erupt from the soil, making everyone freeze in terror. Sejun sighs and tells the rabbits they'll need extra education on farming. The baby bear sits sadly, stomach grumbling, still thinking about food. Inside a glowing hive, giant bees gather around their sparkling golden honeycomb. A queen bee with a gold crown sits in a shaft of light, looking thoughtful. The queen bee hugs a large white flower tightly, looking worried and saying "Bee." This black bunny is taking on a giant, glowing-eyed bear with a hammer. The bottle's energy fills the air, electrifying everything. The bunny charges up, while the bear gets ready to attack. Things are heating up, and neither plans to back down. The bunny leaps high, hammer raised, while the bear looks playful but determined. Their eyes lock in intense anticipation. Bunny lands some impressive hammer strikes, but the bear barely flinches. This showdown promises to be more than just cute. The bear goes for a massive swipe, and the bunny just dodges in time. The suspense in the air grows thicker now, but surprise, the bear just picks up the bunny for a giant bear hug. The unexpected twist makes everyone gasp. Meanwhile, a guy watches, probably thinking this is an insane anime pet battle. He can't believe what he's seeing. He wonders if they're training or just having the world's cutest smackdown session, as the fight only gets more intense. A white bunny brings him a drink in a wheelbarrow, and he's super thankful as he waves gratefully with a big smile. While he takes a sip, he spots something weird moving in the background. His curiosity suddenly replaces his amusement. He realizes it's a squad of giant poison bees patrolling the area, their shadows stretching across the wild grassy field. Suddenly, the queen bee herself flies out, surprising the guy mid-sentence. Her wings glitter powerfully as she approaches. The queen bee floats down gracefully, holding a glowing green orb carefully meant just for the stunned guy. The guy holds the mysterious orb, confused and captivated, not sure whether he's in a dream or a wild cartoon. The queen bee keeps silently watching him, her expression unreadable, as the air around them shimmers with strange magic. The queen poison bee and her swarm soar away, leaving Park Sejun shocked. Confused, Park Sejun inspects the green orb the queen bee handed him. He discovers it's actually a cocoon that will hatch into a queen poison bee. Park Sejun realizes he now holds a cocoon of the poison bee queen. With the white bunnies nearby, Sejun figures the new queen recently took over. Sejun understands the hive is weak, and a new queen will weaken it further. Feeling trusted, Sejun notes the queen bee gave up her precious cocoon to him. Sejun celebrates, pumped to raise the new queen poison bee himself. He's totally committed, determined to hatch a magnificent queen poison bee. Staring at the cocoon, Sejun is excited to meet his future queen bee. The peaceful forest scenery sets the stage for new adventures. Suddenly, a chubby, singing orange cat dances joyfully through the woods. The orange cat struts happily, saying it's nearly at the cave entrance. Smirking, the cat dreams of becoming CEO if Park Sejun kneels down. But then, the cat spots something red, stops, and wonders what it is. Theo demands answers from the Crimson Bear, worried about Sejun's safety. Theo realizes the bear has Sejun's bag and freaks out. Theo panics, thinking the bear might have hurt Sejun. Theo collapses dramatically, stressing over his own bad luck. Theo blames his bad feeling ever since entering the 38th floor. Theo cries out, not wanting his sales cat days to end so soon. Fired up, Theo leaps for vengeance, aiming straight at the bear. But Sejun appears, surprising Theo midair with a casual greeting. Theo bolts toward Sejun, overcome with relief and urgency. Theo tackles Sejun, asking if the bear munched on him anywhere. Theo bombards Sejun with questions while clinging to him desperately. Theo demands the scoop on the mysterious crimson giant bear cub. A moment of calm overtakes the forest as everyone settles down. Sejun introduces the cub, explaining they've grown close after meeting in the cave. And as a deal, Sejun gives honey and food in exchange for protection. Theo thought Sejun had been eaten by the crimson giant bear, NYA. Sejun feels weird calling the bear cub Crimson Giant Bear. Sejun asks Theo to talk to the bear cub and find out its name. Theo answers the bear just calls itself Bear Cub. Sejun offers to give the bear a temporary name and quickly comes up with an idea. Theo's curious about what name Sejun has chosen. Sejun boasts that he's got an amazing name ready, making everyone anticipate his decision. The surrounding animals wonder if it'll be any good. Sejun proudly announces it's Kung, and explains that the bear always goes Kung Kung, making it the perfect fit. Theo, stunned, looks completely astonished by the choice, and the rest of the animals can't believe Sejun's sense of naming. Theo immediately roasts Sejun, exclaiming that he's got zero naming sense, NYA. The other animals also seem to agree with Theo. Sejun defends his choice to everyone around, determined to stick by his pick for the bear cub's name. He's eagerly waiting for approval. Sejun then asks Kung if he likes his new name. Kung bursts out laughing, clearly loving his unique and fitting name. Sejun is relieved. He was sure Kung would love it, and seeing that laugh proves he absolutely made the right decision. Theo then interrupts, super excited, and shows off all his completed mission rewards, NYA. Theo's enthusiasm catches Sejun's attention. Theo tells Sejun that he completed every mission and managed to sell everything for time, making him super proud of his accomplishments. Sejun quickly calculates. With what's left, they've got about 38 hours in total. This new time brings some relief to the group. Theo immediately wants to spend this extra time on treats, admitting that he's craving churu and eagerly requesting it from Sejun. Sejun rewards Theo with churu for all the hard work. Theo looks absolutely blissful as he starts chowing down on his favorite treat. Theo is living his best life, savoring the churu. Sejun smiles seeing Theo so happy after overcoming tough missions together. Suddenly, Kung licks Theo mid-churu. Theo's eyes widen with shock as he realizes his treat has been slobbered on. Theo gets annoyed, glaring at Kung and asking why he licked his churu so unexpectedly, NYA. The tension immediately rises. Theo explodes in full rage mode. No one ever messes with his precious churu or the esteemed chairman, NYA. Sejun frantically grabs Theo, desperately trying to hold him back before he causes a scene, while Kung cowers nearby. Kung, feeling cornered, lets out a huge earth-shattering cry that echoes through the entire forest, startling everyone in the area. Sejun and Theo freeze as the massive sound reverberates and, suddenly, the ground beneath them starts to rumble powerfully. The forest shakes as something enormous crashes down from the sky, slamming into the trees with a thunderous bang. Sejun and Theo look on in total disbelief. The force of the impact leaves them utterly speechless and anxious about what's coming next. In the sky, something giant is seen soaring high above the trees, moving with a speed that frightens both Sejun and Theo. Their faces are filled with shock and panic as they realize whatever landed is something much bigger and more dangerous than expected. Suddenly, the giant bear's mother crashes down, shaking the entire earth beneath her powerful feet, commanding everyone's attention. The enormous crimson bear towers above all the animals, staring intensely down at Sejun, Theo, and Lil Kung. The bear mother surrounds herself with a dark and scary energy. She's clearly not happy. Sejun and Theo realize they're in massive trouble now. Theo the cat faces off against a giant, angry bear. Hello, I am Theo, a wandering cat merchant. He stammers nervously. Theo nervously shows his merchant badge, explaining he misunderstood the bear's baby. The massive bear charges Theo with a ferocious roar. The bear chases after Theo, while a guy in white looks panicked. The bear slows as the guy and Theo both try to calm things down. Theo apologizes, saying, "We won't fight anymore," while sweating bullets. The guy quickly explains to the bear, "It was just a little argument." Really? The giant bear looks down, finally letting out a sigh. The bear turns away, situation diffused, and the tension finally breaks. The guy admits, "I thought we were in big trouble," as Theo sighs, NYA. The guy gently comforts Theo, helping him calm down after the chaos. Sitting in the field, the guy cradles Theo, apologizing for not warning him sooner. Theo, now safe, happily gets snuggled by a black bunny friend. Theo bursts into giggles, "Nyahaha." It tickles NYA. Surrounded by bunny, Theo and the human joke about being groomed by their animal friends. The bear looks sad and worried, feeling left out of the group. The bear bravely approaches the human, wanting to make things right. Theo apologizes and makes up with the bear, inviting him as a friend. Theo asks the bear not to eat his treats while getting a bear lick. The human, exhausted, declares, "Let's all be friends together," and yawns. Everyone, including the huge bear, yawns at once. It's nap time for all. The bunny friends notice their sleepy crew and look curiously at each other. The bunnies spot a mysterious bag lying on the ground nearby. The bunny with the hat excitedly opens the bag and finds something inside. The other bunny looks over, surprised by what's happening with the hat. The whole group naps in one big cuddle pile while the bunnies watch. The human, Theo, and the animals snooze peacefully in the afternoon sun. The bunnies share a laugh, feeling happy their friends are safe and cozy. One bunny gently places the straw hat over the human's face to shade him. Theo and the human guy nap peacefully with bunnies, cats, and a huge bear. The human guy smiles, relaxing with his hat down, living a peaceful life. Suddenly, the scene shifts to a cosmic realm with shattered floating islands and portals. Mysterious dragon spirits surround a glowing core, channeling crackling lightning energy. A powerful mage summons lightning and tries to activate a giant crystal in the tower. The mage strikes the crystal, but something goes unexpectedly wrong. Frustrated, the mage yells, "Damn it. Why isn't the tower opening? Anton Furtani calmly tells the angry mage to chill and relax. Kaiser Furtani loses his cool. He's worried because he can't see Aileen anymore. Kaiser reveals he got medicine for Aileen, but now the portal mysteriously won't work. Kaiser explains that the emergency system is offline. They're stuck without any way to cross over. Anton realizes if the emergency system didn't react, Aileen probably hasn't had a seizure. Anton reassures Kaiser they're all Furtani, here for Aileen, and anxious too. Dragons used to manage the tower to get stronger, but now all focus is on Aileen. Anton says all dragons gave up their power just for sick Aileen. Now that's true loyalty. The dragons risked everything to find medicine for Aileen's unstable body, united by a deep concern for her health. Anton's father reminds him that words alone can't change their situation, but Anton stays calm, trusting his father's wisdom. Anton reveals emotionally that Aileen is his daughter and has total faith she's fighting through her illness. His father agrees to trust Anton's belief in Aileen's strength. The mages order the Furtani dragons to stand by until the tower opens. Mighty dragons soar in formation, waiting for the next sign at the tower amidst the rising tension. The mages note the critical date has passed and hope for Aileen's recovery, anxious for progress. They wonder if Aileen's broken dragon heart has finally improved, curiosity and worry in the air. Anton can only hope, but deep down, he's still worried. Grandpa looks up, wishing the best for his granddaughter Aileen, concerned about her fragile health. Meanwhile, Aileen is munching on snacks, enjoying her food with delight after so much uncertainty. She lounges comfortably, reading and snacking in her cozy corner, feeling at ease for the first time in days. Aileen wonders if upgraded cherry tomatoes are why her snack tastes even better than usual today. The dragons and mages anxiously monitor Aileen, uncertain if the medicine and support have been enough to save her. All eyes remain on Aileen, hopeful and tense, as the future of both dragon and human worlds rests on her recovery. Aileen realizes cherry tomatoes now satisfy her with just a few bites. Suddenly, Aileen's dragon heart starts to glow and actually beats inside her chest. She looks shocked, sitting up, sensing a big change in her body. Aileen can't believe it. Her dragon heart hasn't beaten in 200 years. She's stunned that her heart briefly absorbed mana and moved on its own. Aileen remembers she should have had a seizure by now, but feels fine. Could cherry tomatoes be the secret behind her miraculous recovery? Aileen realizes human-grown tomatoes increase mana, and she forgot this trait. She laughs, realizing cherry tomatoes can even heal a dragon heart. Aileen erupts in giggles. This discovery makes her incredibly happy and hopeful. Suddenly, Aileen dramatically declares herself the mighty black dragon, age 200. She vows to protect someone for the first time ever in 2 centuries. Grateful for the chance to heal, Aileen pledges to protect Tower Farmer Park Sejun. She boasts that being liked by her is a huge deal. Sejun should be honored. Aileen notices Sejun obtained a powerful item while she was distracted. He's unstoppable. Our main guy wakes up to a warning about the consequences of his actions. He panics. His status window is so close, he can't see anything. The tower manager reminds him that reckless use of unknown items is dangerous. Confused, he wonders what unappraised items even mean while sitting with his pets. He finds a straw hat on his head and has zero idea how it got there. A bunny with a hat appears. He wonders if Theo, the cat, brought the hat. He tries to wake up Theo, but Theo the cat wants to nap longer. He teases Theo for being obsessed with sleeping instead of answering questions. Determined, he decides to check out this suspicious straw hat for himself. The farmer's straw hat looks powerful but has usage restrictions. He's hyped and confused. He learns from the tower manager that he needs to appraise the straw hat first. New quests send the unappraised straw hat to the tower manager. Quest completed instantly. Somewhere else, a dragon catches the hat as it arrives, looking mighty interested. The dragon decides to show off by praising the mysterious farmer's straw hat. The dragon unleashes its magic, using its appraisal skill on the glowing straw hat. The magical farmer's straw hat glows, radiating with mysterious power and energy. The dragon is shocked, realizing how special this straw hat really is. The tower manager is thrilled with the appraisal and congratulates Park Sejun for his luck. Park Sejun receives a new quest: present crops full of Blue Moon's energy. Sejun thinks about it and promises to give his crops. His field is huge now. The tower manager, Aileen Furtani, wants him to pinky promise to seal the deal. Sejun is surprised Aileen revealed her name, thinking it wasn't necessary. Aileen gets angry and insists that knowing her name is a huge honor. Sejun quickly agrees, fawning over how honored he feels to know Aileen Furtani. Sejun formally makes a pinky promise to give his crops to Aileen Furtani. The tower manager tells Sejun this is his very first promise to her. Sejun is surprised. He didn't realize this was such a big first for them. A magical pink bubble forms, sealing Sejun's pinky promise with Aileen. The dragon confirms, smiling, yeah, it's their very first real promise together. Quest complete. Sejun scores the artifact straw hat of St. Patrick as a reward. Park Sejun is shocked as a magical straw hat floats before him. It's revealed this is the straw hat of St. Patrick, one of 10 tower artifacts. Sejun can't believe a legendary artifact is actually a humble straw hat. He notices the only restriction: farmers only. Guess his job finally paid off. Sejun realizes the hat's powers will grow if his farmer rank rises. Sejun puts the hat on and gets bombarded with game notifications. Tons of restrictions lift, unlocking new farmer skills left and right. Sejun reads the hat's options: stronger land, super stats, miracle harvests. He's amazed. These are the kinds of perks only legends get. Sejun is hyped. This hat is the answer for farming that wasteland. Sejun credits Theo, his lazy cat buddy, for this lucky miracle. Overwhelmed with joy, Sejun hugs Theo and a sleepy red bear. Sejun squishes Theo's paws, unable to contain his gratitude. Theo wakes up confused, asking what Sejun is doing with his paws. Sejun proclaims Theo will be the official sales cat. Theo's thrilled at the promotion. Sejun is pumped, celebrating sales cat Theo with a giant red bear and friends. Theo declares himself the official sales cat, lifted high, ready to conquer the day. Everything feels peaceful as one rabbit snacks, enjoying a rare calm. Sejun nervously taps his feet, sitting with Theo and their bunny buddy. Theo complains about Sejun's anxious foot shaking, begging him to chill out. Sejun waits anxiously, noting there's still no news from the rabbit burrow. Theo begs Sejun for a treat, saying this wait is way too long. Suddenly, Sejun notices something at the burrow door, caught off guard. Sejun rushes as baby bunnies start emerging. He excitedly checks if all are well. The first rabbit mom presents 3 adorable newborn baby bunnies. Sejun is stunned as another mom rabbit appears. More babies? The second rabbit mom has 3 more little bunnies, doubling the surprise. All 6 baby bunnies huddle together. Sejun is overwhelmed by the cuteness overload. Sejun vows to make soup for the hardworking rabbit moms. He's celebrating this adorable moment. Sejun calls Theo to join, and Theo asks, "Can I come closer, NYA?" Park Sejun shows off the adorable baby bunnies to Theo and friends. Theo is totally surprised by how tiny and cute the babies are. Sejun jokes that Theo is now Uncle Theo, and Theo questions his new title. Sejun tells Theo to be a cool uncle and take care of the bunnies. Caught off guard, Theo quickly grabs his stash of churu treat. Theo proudly declares he'll share his favorite churu treat with the baby bunnies. Sejun stops him, saying the babies are too young for churu snacks. Sejun catches Theo with hidden treats, and Theo sheepishly claims it's for emergencies. Theo begs Sejun to let it slide, and Sejun agrees since it's a special day. It's day 179 in the tower. New family members are born and hope grows. Far away, a mysterious spire looms over a harsh, barren landscape. A massive floating crystal glows at the center of ancient, ruined stone rings. A dark horned figure addresses a crowd, rallying his mighty warriors. The horned leader warns the blue moon is coming soon. Resist your hunger. Hooves thunder. His monsters are commanded to scour the wasteland for targets. The Ox Demon King, 99th floor boss monster, craves everything edible in the land. Back on the farm, Sejun, Theo, bunnies, and animal friends all celebrate their growing family together.